shields are gone, right? Pops him in the back. Does he fall to the ground? Very likely. Yes. So I catch up and I leap up into the air and I want to stomp and land on its back. And then fire a pistol in its head. So I jump up, I leap up, and I want to land on its back. Am I able to successfully leap up and land on its back with crushing impact? Very likely. Yeah. And then I'm going to put a bullet into the back of the elite's head. Credible versus low. Pow. Got him out of here.
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now. The disorientation should pass quickly.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle-ready stat.
Chief, please look around the room. I need to get a calibration reading for your battlesuit's diagnostics.
I, Master Chief, have been preserved in the cryotube. An engineer will conduct some basic tests to ensure my controls are configured as I like them and their accuracy. Are my controls configured as I like them? Is everything, does my helmet, does the power steering in my helmet, does that fit? Is it working? Is it in good condition? Do my fingers and my boots feel the way they should? Do my toes wiggle in my boots the way they should? Is my Spartan armor up to snuff? Do I feel perfect? Do I feel like I can jump out of this cryotube and save the world? 50-50. Everything feels perfect. That's a good omen. If you felt that like I felt that, hit the like button. So he's running diagnostics on me. He's using the ALATH shaper on the outred pivoter to make sure that my hands are my fingers are good. And then he's putting the Baird Aligner to make sure the refraction divider is cornered right, so my neck, and then of course you got to do it. Nothing's ever wrong with the plasma remover, but when you're thinking about the Hydron Crumbler, then you got to check everything. You got to check everything, because the Hydron Crumbler, you would think the same thing with that. So might as well check the plasma remover. It's right next to the Huygens blender anyway. So he checks that. He will also enable and test my shield. All right, so I got my shields enabled. Got the shields. Once he's done, he will tell you that Captain Keyes expects to see you at the bridge, the Pillar of Autumn's cockpit. This is roleplay, Peoplz and Dragons difficulty, is roleplay difficulty. So that's the hardest difficulty. No. It's the most visceral. It's the most real. It's the most down to boots on ground difficulty. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might have to change the difficulty in the middle of the game. Who knows? Who knows? It might be too easy. It might be too easy. I might have to. It might be too hard. I might have to get some other people in on this. It might be too hard. I might need a couple more people inside of a Discord somewhere. I don't know.
Recharging normally. We're showing green across the board.
Bridge to Cryo 2, this is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics and
On the double, crewman.
Aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We'd better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
All right, so I'm going to follow him. I follow him.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least.
Good idea. You'd better get to your evac group, Sam.
Oh God, they're trying to get through the door! Security! Intruders in Cryo 2!
Sam! Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here. This way!
Alert, all hands.
Dang, so we're walking, and then a freak explosion, boom, a freak explosion in his attempt to guide me through, dang, jams the door that he was bringing. Dang, what are we gonna, to the left of me, there is a large tube. Jump over it, okay. All right, so I turn and I see a large tube. Guess we're going that way. So let me just practice let me just get used to this Spartan armor. You know what I mean? I'm Master Chief, but you know, I was asleep for a while. I was Master Sleep. I'm gonna jump over this tube. It's a pretty big tube, right? Let me check. It might be a pretty big tube. Is it a pretty big let me get this out the way. Is it a pretty big tube? Is it a dangerous tube? It's a pretty big dangerous tube. Likely.
Damn.
It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna jump over it, and I'm gonna jump over it with style. I'm gonna look cool as I do it too. I'm gonna kind of like some parkour stuff. I'm a parkour over that. Am I successful at that? Yeah, I parkour over that thing. And when I land, it reminds me that I want to know. I need to know what color my armor is, and I'm gonna say my armor. Is my armor black? Is it all black? Very likely. Black as night. Black as space. In fact, I'm going to even say that there's a sheen to my armor that kind of, if you look into it, some say, if you look into it, you can kind of see space. You can kind of see the void of space. Do I have that? Did I unlock that skin? Did I pay $40 for that skin? Did I pay $40? Near sure thing. Yes, but did I get the skin that I wanted? Unlikely. I got the space skin. Yo. You know the skin? When you look into it, you can see space. That's what I look. That's my Master Chief. All right. Matter of fact, it's not Master Chief in Halo Roleplay Evolved. It's Director Chief. Matter of fact, in the comments section, what is this skin called for my armor? You know, the skin where if you look into it, it looks like you can kind of see space. Someone in the comment section, can you please come up with one of those cool like Bungie names that they do with like Halo and Destiny, where like their naming conventions for their skins are amazing. They take it seriously. There's lore behind the smallest things, and the names that they give them, it fosters your imagination to think, why does this thing have a name like that? So what is my skin called for my cool armor that I have? So yeah, I clear that tube. All right, so I get and crouch under the next jammed boarding door. All right, so I'm crouched under the boarding door. I take a right and I continue walking down the hallway until a closing boarding door prevents me from continuing. All right, so I come to an intersection in a hallway, and I see one of the soldiers in armor, and he offers to help me. He offers to help me get to the bridge, and I follow him. So he says, "Director Chief, sir, follow me," and I follow him. Captain Keyes will be waiting for me at the very front of the cockpit. All right, so I see Captain Keyes. I look around. I see some soldiers. Okay. Captain Keyes has decided to abandon the Pillar of Autumn, and he's giving me the responsibility to take and protect Cortana, a computer program holding vast amounts of information about humanity. Time to get off the ship.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am, fire control for the main cannon is offline.
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Keyes will hand me a pistol, but it is empty and cannot be used until I get ammo for it. So he hands me this pistol, and he tells me, you know, he gives me Cortana, and he's giving me the responsibility of taking and protecting Cortana. You gotta have ammo for this thing. Captain Keyes, sir, do you by chance happen to have some ammo for this pistol? Does he have ammo for this pistol? Likely. Yes. Does he give me the ammo for the pistol? Unlikely. Because he would have given it to me if he wanted me to have it, right? Unlikely. No. Why? Does he provide an explanation as to why? Likely. Exceptional, yes. Random event, ambiguous event, inspect/animals. So definitely he tells me, so he's very passionate about it. Ambiguous event, so it's not good or bad, it's just an event, inspect/animals. There's something about animals that they want to make sure the Covenant don't get, or they're calling the Covenant animals and they have to finish doing their inspection, their job, and he needs that ammo to be prepared for the animals when they come on board. That's what Captain Keyes is saying. He's pretty much saying, F off. I need this for myself, Master Chief, Director Chief. You don't need this ammo. And I can respect that. I respect Captain Keyes. Let me stop being let me stop acting new. Alright, so I'm gonna head out of the cockpit the same way that I came in. I keep an eye out for ammo along my way. And I do find some precious pistol ammo on a wall. I walk over on the floor. I walk over and I pick up the ammo. By chance, though. By chance. Is there more ammo than usual? How many, is there more ammo than usual? I'm going to say unlikely. There is. There is. So I'm going to grab that. I have some pistol ammo. I have a good amount of pistol ammo. All right, bet. I cock that thing. I load that thing up. Blickety blow, blickety blickety bloom, wickety wickety wickety. I continue on. After the next door, there will be 3 Covenant. Take them out with your newly obtained pistol and enter the next closest door. All right. There's 3 Covenant. Of these 3 Covenant, are they all elite? Somewhat likely. Yeah. This would be a nice little warm up here. I twirl the pistol in my hand like a revolver ocelot. I come around I peek around the corner. Do they see me? Did they see me initially when I stepped around the corner? I'm gonna say I was cautious. I'm not just clink clink clink. I mean, I am loud, right? Did they hear me come around the corner? I'm gonna say very likely. Yeah. All right, so I stepped back out of the way. Well, when they saw me come around the corner, what did they do? Legal disruption. they were in front of some computers. They were in front of some computers. There's some dead people laying around. They were in the process of killing some of the passengers who were all given command to wipe everything from their laptops and their computers. But you can see here that these Covenant, as I was coming around the corner, they were in the process of killing them and extracting as much information, you know, documents, legal. That's where I'm getting, I'm interpreting legal as just like, you know, information, data, legal laws and stuff like that. They are in the process of trying to extract what they can, attempting to. Don't know if they were successful, but they also are in the process of disrupting that information and hacking the information and destroying that information as I come around the corner. Is there any cover? Is there any cover in front of me? Anything that would make viable cover in front of me? That gets me a bit closer. I'm gonna say likely. Yes. Real cool. I'm gonna walk to cover. I'm gonna start walking to cover. But I'm gonna fire a shot at the head of one of the elite. Are any of the elite non-concealed? Are they all unconcealed? Very likely, because I walked in on them. Are they all unconcealed? Very likely. They're all unconcealed. I'm gonna take a shot at the one closest to me. I'm gonna take a shot at the one closest to me. I'm gonna be aiming for their head as well. I would say they are at medium range. So I'll take a -2. All right, I'll take a -2. Heck, I'll take a -3 because I'm aiming for the head. I'll take a -3 because I'm aiming for the head. You know, you got to keep it a G when you're solo, when you're doing this. So I'm gonna take a -3. So it's gonna be my incredible pistol stat versus, and I'm gonna say the difficulty of hitting a target that's just open with my Spartan pistol, I'm gonna say is pretty damn easy. So I'm gonna say weak. Do I successfully land that pistol shot on that Spartan as I walk into cover? Yes. Does it kill them? So it's gonna be high versus average. We're not counting the shields. So high versus average, or high versus above average -1 because of their wound. Does it kill them? No. So I'll pop him in the head, but it just pops his shield, right? It just pops his shields. A sure thing. Yeah, it just popped his shield, but I'm behind cover now. I hit him with the pop his shields, get behind cover. Am I able to take another shot from around my cover before they can react and move? So it's going to be my above average agility versus probably a combined reflex of high +2 from all of them. So am I able to lean around the corner and take another shot before they can realize what hit them? Definitely not. Do they all take cover? I would expect that they would all take cover. Do they all take cover? I'm going to say very likely. No. What are they doing? Gonna roll a combat action. Masses. Randomness. Oh, so they don't take cover. They just start spraying. They just start shooting masses of barrages of plasma rifles my way. But luckily the cover in front of me is there, right? So let me ask the question. Is my cover able to hold up? Is my cover able to hold up to this barrage of fire spray from these plasma rifles, from all three of them? I'm gonna say there's a possibility it's something that's in the ground, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm gonna say, let's say 50-50. Is it able to hold up? Yeah, I'm going to poke up out of cover and fire at the ones whose shields I popped to finish him off. Fire him clear blank in the neck. No, I'm just gonna fire. I'm gonna fire 2 shots into his chest to just get him out of here. I gotta get him out of here quick. And then I'm gonna go back behind cover. Just use odds. Am I able to take this action before they go? They're firing a barrage of rifles. They're firing a barrage of plasma spray. So I'm gonna say very likely. Yeah. So while in the midst of them firing that spray, I'm gonna poke up real quick and try to take out the one that I started on. So that's going to be my incredible pistol damage, pistol expertise. I'm not aiming for the head this time. I'm just aiming for the core. I'm gonna fire a shot and I might fire another one if I have to. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna fire 2 shots, pow pow, in the single roll. They're at mid-range, so I would give myself a -2. I would say the difficulty of this is probably average, or no, it's still gonna be low. I want to say low, and I'll give it a plus. I'll give it a +1 because they're shooting at me, but that's not really anything. I'll add it. I'll give it a bonus for the distraction. Do I successfully hit this double tap? Yeah. Does it kill? Does it kill him? I'm gonna give him a 2 penalty because he has 2 wounds, so -2. So his average, so it's gonna be his above average toughness -2 because he has 2 wounds. We'll do it that way. He has 2 wounds, so I'm taking 2. High versus above average. It's gonna be a high bullet versus his above average toughness. Does it significantly damage him? Does it wound him? No, he takes it to the chest. What about my second one? Does that wound him? Definitely no. That John, the first one hit him, the other one kind of grazed him. So I popped him, pow, hit him. And he probably does he fall out? Does he kind of crouch behind cover? Very likely. No. Does he continue doing what he was doing? Does he continue firing at me? Likely. Yeah. Yo, these elites are soldiers. Are the other 2 still firing at me? Likely. No. Okay. What are they doing? Return. All right, so they actually begin to taunt and tell me to surrender. They suggest that I surrender and lower my guns as they back up and begin to return to cover. They return to cover. They begin to back up a little bit into cover. Is that what's happening? They're returning into cover? Likely. Yeah. I'm not surrendering, and I'm not going to be affected by their taunting, but they're still firing their assault rifles at me. I'm behind cover with a pistol. I'm going to leap over my cover and I'm going to run towards the closest one, who is the one that I had shot. The other 2 backing up. I'm going to run and make a dart toward the closest one. My goal is to run toward the closest one, and yeah, I'm going to take a couple shots. A couple shots might hit me, but my shield is going to absorb those shots. There's nothing to my knowledge that can have, and if the dice says so, then cool. But I'm expecting to take a couple shots, but it's nothing that's going to take away my shields. I'm going to make my way over toward the elite that I had, took the shields out. Am I able to get there without taking any significant damage that I have to, that my shield can't uphold? I'm gonna roll my shield rank of exceptional. And I'm going to say the difficulty of this, for the average Spartan, the difficulty of this is easy. I'm going to say this is below average. This is something you do every day. You have shields for this reason. In fact, I'm probably going to say low. I'm running a couple feet. They ain't got nothing. And if they do, the dice will tell me. Is my shields able to withhold me closing the distance? Absolutely. Absolutely. Does the elite, as I get closer and as does the elite see me sprinting toward him? Oh no, he never got behind cover, right? He kept shooting. As I'm sprinting toward him, does the elite try, does it react? Does it start reacting anyway, or does it continue to shoot? Does it react anyway? Likely. No, he continues to shoot. And does a couple of his bullets hit me? Likely. Yeah, but my shield is eating that thing up. And as soon as I get through to him, I come down. As soon as I get through, I come with my pistol. I come down with a Ungbak. Remember Ungbak? That fighting Ungbak? I come down, I jump, and I come down with a Ungbak elbow. To try to shatter his head open. To shatter his skull. Is what I attempt to do. Versus, he's probably going to try to defend with his gun. But it's going to be versus his reflex. I'm going to say this the elite's reflex probably I want to say average. Is this elite's reflex average? Very likely. Exceptional, yes. Random event, ambiguous event, attach / possessions. So I see that he has something on him that I might find very handy. Is it are they grenades? Likely. Yeah, plasma grenades. More than 2? Unlikely. No, 2 of them. All right. So as I approach, I see that on his waist. Okay. So yeah, his reflex is average. So I'm gonna come down. It's gonna be my strike my awesome attack or elbow versus his reflex. Am I able to land this Ongbak skull crushing blow? Awesome versus reflex. No. So I come down and he sidesteps it. Does he counterattack? I'm gonna do his reflex, and I'm gonna give him a plus. I'll give him a plus +1. Versus my reflex. I'm gonna say my reflex is probably a Spartan's reflex, because we got the UI. You know what I mean? We're bred this way. We're engineered this way to have reflexes. We're super soldiers. So again, on a scale of exceptional to awesome, I'm gonna say that I have incredible reflex. And I'm gonna say it's likely that I have incredible reflex. Do I have incredible reflex? No. Is it because it's stronger than that? It's higher than that? Unlikely. Yeah. Random event, move toward a thread, abuse / technology. So it is higher. My reflex is higher than incredible. My reflex is awesome. And as a result of that, whatever I get ready to do here is going to move me towards my thread. And my current thread is getting off of the Pillar of Autumn with Cortana, because they are trying to abuse Cortana, the technology, the information in Cortana. So this action that I'm taking here that I'm getting ready to take here is going to move me towards that thread in either direction, or somehow move me toward. So I'm feeling good about this. So my reflex is awesome. All right. Is he able to counterattack me? His reflex versus my awesome reflex. Is he successful? Absolutely not. And he goes, he tries to attack, but I'm able to hit him first, right? Likely. Yeah. So I come down with the elbow, he goes to attack, but I headbutt him with an awesome strength. I headbutt him, and this is going right to the head. I'm really close to him, so I'm going to give myself a +1 versus his average reflex. Am I successful in that? Yes. That was almost bad for him. It still is bad because my awesome strength plus I just hit his head. It's going to be awesome +2. Is his shield? Did his shields come back yet? Somewhat likely. No, his shields didn't even come back yet. Ooh. So awesome +2 because I'm headbutting him in his head. This is definitely going to knock him out unconscious. 3 ranks higher than his toughness. Anything 3 ranks higher is for blunt damage becomes lethal at that point. So I'm definitely clearing above average. Does my headbutt cave his face in? So yeah, I come down with the elbow. He sidesteps it, and then I go. Come down with the elbow. He sidesteps it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know how the elite sound. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He sidesteps it, and I go hit him with a side butt like. He collapses to the ground. Are the others still shooting at me? Likely. No. What do they do? Spy. Gratify. They continue to spectate, spy, spectate, watch from afar. Gratify. They continue to spy. They watch from afar, and it gratifies their fear. They're hesitant. They are already hesitant. It now gratifies their hesitancy. It gratifies their want to spy. They are hesitant to proceed. They're probably retreating because they're not firing anymore, right? So if they're not proceeding and they're not firing, they're probably retreating. Are they retreating? I just want to confirm, because that's I mean, it was frightening. I just headbutted his face in. Are they retreating? Very likely. Yes. I grabbed the plasma grenades off of the elite that's on me. And I take them 2 plasma grenades. So let me write that down. Is it running on a straightaway? 50-50, or somewhat likely. No. So is it running erratically? Let me see. Erratic. Target is moving erratically, -3. All right, it's moving he's moving erratically. Yeah, I'm going to try to take some shots while running forward, while chasing it. All right, so my pistol of incredible, we're going to give myself a -3 because he's moving erratically. We're going to say the difficulty of this is already reflected in the moving erratically, right? So we'll make it average. It's an average. Yeah, it's a moving target and it's going straight. I'm gonna say this is low. This is low. My medium range. Yeah, this is easy. All right, incredible -3. He's moving erratically. I want to take 3 shots. Pow, pow, pow. To get rid of them shields and drop them. Am I able to get rid of them shields and drop them? Yes. The shields are gone, right? Pops him in the back. Does he fall to the ground? Very likely. Yes. So I catch up and I leap up into the air and I want to stomp and land on its back. And then fire a pistol in its head. So I jump up, I leap up, and I want to land on its back. Am I able to successfully leap up and land on its back with crushing impact? Very likely. Yeah. And then I'm going to put a bullet into the back of the elite's head. Incredible versus low. Pow. Got him out of here. So I continue on my way and I come across an assault rifle on the floor. First off, the plasma rifle, are there any batteries left in the plasma rifle, or is it in working condition on the one that I just killed? Unlikely. Is it in working condition? No. Okay. So I continue down the hall and I come across an assault rifle. There was an assault rifle on the floor and it has some ammo in it. Okay. All right. So I continue along with my assault rifle and it looks like I encounter a couple more Covenant. We got 3 grunts here. I get my assault rifle and I encounter 3 grunts. Whoop-de-doo. What's my, I'm gonna say my skill with a assault rifle is probably just as incredible. I'm gonna say my skill with an assault rifle is incredible. And I'm gonna say the likelihood of that is very likely, especially because I'm incredible with the pistol. Yeah, I'm incredible. In fact, exceptional, yes. It's even better. I am awesome with an assault rifle. So I encounter 3 Covenant on my way. I'm just gonna try to I'm just gonna release a spray. I'm gonna release this. I'm just gonna rip this assault rifle across the room to take all of them out in one fell swoop. Am I able to do that with an incredible awesome, with an incredible assault rifle skill? I want to say the difficulty of that is, to get all 3 of them in a spray. I'm going to say the difficulty is average. Incredible versus average. Am I able to take them all out with a nice swing of an assault rifle? Hell yeah. So I as I continue down the hallway, I come across 3 grunts and they start screaming and carrying on. And just with one rip, I just spray them. And I continue on and I continue on running to where I need to go. Do I have any other issues? Do I encounter any other issues before reaching my next destination? I'm going to say 50-50. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to roll a plot point. What is that? An object of unknown use is found. An object of unknown use is found. All right, I like that. I find some sort of, is this some sort of is this a Covenant device? Somewhat likely. No. Event. Create/food. It's a human device and it looks like it has something to do with rations and food. But it's a nifty little device. Huh. So this is what we're going to do. I come across an object. I'm going to say this is a one-time use object. It's a human device and it has something to do with food that can maybe benefit me or it can benefit others. In Halo Roleplay Evolved, there's going to be situations where I encounter other people probably, or maybe even some civilians somewhere in some sort of biome somewhere, who knows. So I would like to think that there's many objects that may be able to get used. Now, I'm not opposed to creating a new object for the sake of the fun and expanding the world of Halo Combat Evolved. So this device that I find on the ship, I want to say is something that has to do with the Pillar of Autumn, this human ship. It has something to do with food. And I want to leave that up to you, the viewers. So in the comments section, What is this device? It's going to be of one-time use. It's going to be one-time use that I'll be able to use for someone or for myself. What does this human Halo, this is, you know, in the context of Halo, stay within the realms and the lane of Combat Evolved and everything you know about it. What is this object that I'm going to take along with me and potentially make use of later on? Go ahead and leave in the comments and what do you think this object is? But this is a human device, an unknown human device that is capable of something along the lines of create/food. Doesn't mean it creates food. These are just two words. They don't have to be in that order. Food/create. However you want to interpret that pair. Is there a working plasma pistol around on the bodies of these grunts that I can pick up? Very likely. I'm gonna say likely. Yeah, I pick up that plasma pistol for sure. I want that. Might not be good in multiplayer, but damned if it isn't good in the campaign mode too. So I reach a door that is similar to the one I used to enter the bridge. I walk through it and continue down the path. So I come around, and I take a path similar to what I took earlier, and there is an elite. Now, this elite, I'm going to say this elite, he's standing by himself, right? So, let's make this interesting. There's something different about this elite. What is so different about this particular elite? Naturally lacking. This elite is naturally lacking chill. This elite has no chill. It's savage. This is a savage elite. This elite's known to be savage. He's like a captain. He has no chill. Is that the case? Is this elite lacking chill? Likely. Exceptional, no. It's just lacking. This elite is lazy. It's lacking. He's lost. Is this elite just lollygagging? Very likely. Yes. So I come around the corner and I see this elite with my assault rifle in hand, and he's lackadaisical, right? What exactly is he doing as I walk up on him? He probably don't even see me. What's he doing? Usurp/travel. He's trying to break. It looks like he's trying to break into an escape pod. He looks like he's trying to get into an escape hatch. He looks like he's trying to abandon his mission. When he heard, because that one elite that escaped, and communicated with the other elites, like, yo, like maybe on some kind of radio. There's a giant cyborg on the ship, and it headbutted so and so. Can we get it? Let's get a name. I'm gonna go ahead and roll male. We're gonna say Voha Tufumi. That elite was like, yo, Voha Tufumi just got headbutted. Half of his face is now in the back of his head by a giant cyborg on the ship. And like, he told other elite this, and this other elite probably saw footage, you know, because they were spectating. Remember, they were spying. They were probably recording that footage. It was probably coming through like their helmet, and that was shared. And this elite that I'm in front of saw that, and now he's trying to get off the ship. He's trying to get off of the ship. Is all that canon that I just said near sure thing? Yeah. He's trying to get off the ship. So I'm walking towards the elite. Not quietly. Does the elite see me yet? Very likely. Yes. The best part of this is going to be to see how, the aliens react when they see Master Chief. What does he do when he sees me coming? Trick. Opulence. He tries to bargain with me. Is he trying to bargain with me? Using trinkets and things that don't matter to me, using his wealth and things that don't really matter to me. Is he trying to bargain with me? Near sure thing. Yeah. I continue walking till I get within and I start to get closer and closer. Does he continue to bleed? Does he continue to try to talk and negotiate out of this? 50-50. No, actually, I'm going to say unlikely. I feel like he would run if he... Unlikely. No, what does he do? Plans. So he's looking like he's planning. He looks like he's contemplating shooting me or running. Does he end up attacking? Very likely. Yes. He starts shooting his plasma. Is he shooting his plasma rifle at me? Somewhat likely. No. Does he have a plasma grenade? Very likely. Yes. He's doing something with the plasma grenade. What is he doing with the plasma grenade? Look at my face now. I'm like, what's he doing with the plasma grenade? Trust. So he tells me to trust him. He will blow us both up. So he pulls the plasma grenade out and he acts like he's going to use it. And he says that he will blow us both up. With my pistol, I'm going to shoot the plasma grenade that's in his hand. And I'm going to say the difficulty of that is no different than pinpoint. It's a bigger target. So I'm going to say it is incredible versus weak. This is easy. This is just hitting a target and it's not that far away. He's holding it in his hand. I'm going to fire. I'm going to stop at my feet. I'm going to stop. Right? I got my assault rifle. And I'm going to stop. And I'm going to grab my pistol real quick. I'm going to grab my pistol. And I'm going to hold it out. And I'm going to fire it. I'm going to fire. It's going to be incredible -2 versus weak. Do I hit the plasma grenade? Hell yeah. And that thing explodes. That thing explodes with I'm going to say superhuman damage. I'm going to give it a +2 because that thing is right in his face. Versus his average toughness. Does it kill him? Yeah, it kills him. And I keep walking because I'm cool like that. I keep walking. I step over him like Allen Iverson when he stepped over Tyrone Lue. I step over him, over his remains, past the next boarding door. So after I go past him, I go past the next boarding door. The airlock was used by the Covenant to enter the ship. So they got onto the ship through the airlocks. That's what that explosion probably was. It was them, attaching to the ship. And as I'm realizing this, I'm noticing that Covenant are coming on board as we speak through the airlocks. So I out the Covenant and enter an airlock. As I'm thinking, as I'm seeing the damaged airlocks and I'm hearing the boom, 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 they're currently attaching to the ship. In fact, the airlock right beside me opens up right beside me, and there is a Covenant coming through the airlock, attacking me. Now the question is it a grunt? 50-50. No, it's an elite. An elite is coming out of the airlock right next to me. This elite comes out of the airlock and is attacking me from the side. Is he trying to like get physical with me, or is he gonna gun me up? Let me see. Is he gonna get physical with me? I'm gonna say 50-50. Yes. Random event, NPC negative. Dominate/military. Yes. And that's the negative thing that's about to happen to this NPC, because he's gonna get physical with me, and I'm about to dominate him with my militaristic CQC combat. So really bad for him is what the meta black is telling me right now. So he's going to attack me. He must be confident in his physical ability to think he can attack me. So I'm going to say that his physical, skill, his strength, is probably up there. I'm going to say it's probably formidable. Is he formidable? Very likely. Yeah, I'm going to say that this elite strength is high. I'm going to evade with exceptional reflex. I'm going to try to move out of the way. I want to be elusive and move out of the way. Is he successfully able to get hands on me? Exceptional. I move out of the way, and I want to counterattack with a gun butt to knock him to the ground. Counterattack with the gun butt to the head, knock him to the ground. So with an awesome gun butt, I'm going to give myself a +2 because he failed miserably. Actually, I'm going to give him just a penalty because he failed to attack miserably. And I hit him with my gun to knock him clear to the ground. Am I successful? No. Does he parry my gun butt? Very likely. Yes. What does he do next? Struggle. Success. So he missed very badly. I moved out of the way and I go to strike him. He catches my blow while even off balance, and he struggles to get his footing, but then he eventually gets his footing again. And now we're next to each other, and he's holding on to me. Am I able to take next action? Awesome versus above average. In this lock, am I able to make a next move? Awesome versus above average. Yes. Random event, ambiguous event, refuse/wishes. So the ship is, I hear the ship crumbling and shaking and getting, exploding all throughout everywhere. And I kind of start to think about my mission and Captain Keyes and the mission that he gave me. His wishes were for me to get off of the ship with Cortana. And I did not refuse that mission. It's my duty. And I will not refuse it. So I have to keep that in mind. I can't be sitting here tussling with elites and saving people all day. I got to get off of this ship that sounds like it's really about to explode as I fight with an elite in front of, boarding vessels. But I'm getting ready to do something here. I'm tussling with him. I'm going to send a devastating knee. I'm going to try to send a devastating knee into the gut of this elite. Am I successful as we struggle and tussle? I want to say it's awesome. I'll give myself a -1 penalty because we're tussling versus his high strength. As he tries to overpower me, am I able to knee him in his gut? Yes. Exceptional, or his shield's exceptional? I'll say likely. Yeah. So my awesome strength versus his exceptional shields. Did that knee break his shields? Yes. Or does he continue to try to overpower me? Because he's not stronger than me, and he's going to lose that. Does he continue to try to overpower me? I'm going to say very likely. He's not that much weaker than me. Very likely. Yes. Random event. Player character negative. Stop/the innocent. So I see another bystander. I see another soldier unarmed, running for his life, coming my way, actually running past. No, actually off in the distance in the direction that I'm going, being attacked by several grunts. And these grunts, they're, you never seen this because we don't see this a lot, but these grunts, they're really hurting this guy along the lines of like torture. They are everything you can imagine. Right now, think about the worst things a grunt, like a little creature would do to you. Like, that's what they're doing to this person. They're like, they're holding him down. They're like punching, kicking. They're trying to gouge his eyes out. They're laughing. You know, they're really taking out their hatred on this human. That's the negative thing to me, because I gotta help that person, but I got this oaf in front of me. All right, so he's still continuing to try and overpower me. I'm going to pick him up and try to slam him onto into a wall in front of me. I'm going to pick him up off his feet and slam him into a wall in front of me. So my awesome strength versus his high strength. Am I able to lift him up off of his feet? Yes, and slam him into the wall. Do I crush his spine? Exceptional, yes. Random event, NPC action, return/investment. I'm invested in that NPC that's being attacked. My concentration and my care is invested in him because I'm doing this to get to him. My investment is returning, fighting back for his life. Matter of fact, let's get some diversity in here. Fighting back for her life. She is fighting the grunts back. She's punching and kicking, and she's going ham. And she's being successful. She's buying more time for me to dispatch of my current threat so I can go assist her. I crushed the spine of the elite that tried to challenge my strength. Director Chief. I shatter his spine in the wall and kill him. That elite is dead. Drops him to the floor. And now I look over to the grunts and I immediately begin firing my assault rifle with an incredible assault rifle firing skill. I'm going to say the difficulty of this, I'm moving forward, so I'm going to give myself a 1 penalty because they're not that far away. I'm going to say the difficulty of this is low. I'm going to say it's below average because I want to take them all out without hitting her. Actually, she is laying prone, so I'm going to... Actually, no, she's up fighting. So yeah, below average. Am I able to spray these grunts off of her without hitting her? Exceptional. Yes, let's go. I spray them all off of her. And she jams her knife into one of the other grunts' head, then gets him off. And I run, and I help her up off of the floor. Does she have any really bad injuries? I'm going to say very likely. No, she's good money. Follow me. Were there ever survivors in Halo Combat Evolved that would run with you in the beginning of the game? No, this is Roleplay Evolved. Comment section. What is this soldier's name? What is her name? She's a soldier. What is her name? So we running, we going. I pick her up, we're going, man. Let's go. I continue down the path. Once I reach a hallway, take another right to. So I continue down the path. We continue down the path. Do we run into any issues right as we continue down the path? Any issues? Unlikely. No issues. We continue down the path. We then reach a hallway. We take another right to branch into a smaller path and take out more Covenant. There's more Covenant on this path. How many Covenant are we dealing with? An elite and a grunt? Exceptional, yes, it's an elite and a grunt. Matter of fact, it's two grunts and an elite. It's 2 grunts, throw extra grunt in there. What are they doing when they first see us? What are they doing? Increase peace. Increase peace. They want to increase the amount of pieces we fall into when we hit the ground, when we land on the ground dead. They want to increase the amount of pieces that we fall into, and me and homegirl ain't having that. I spray my assault rifle across to take out the grunts and hit the elite. Hey, are they taking cover? Are they in cover? They're not in cover. Unlikely. Oh, they are in cover. Hold on, let me see something here. They are exceptional, yes. So they are 20. They are 95% concealed. It's -4 because they're concealed, so I'm getting the penalty all around. Did any of my bullets hit them? Probably not. No. So are we able to get to cover? Were we able to find cover? Likely. Yeah. So we're in cover. Are they still firing behind cover? I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't just. We're all behind cover. Are they firing behind cover? 50-50. Yes. I asked her if she has any grenades. Oh, I got a grenade. I peek up around the corner to find the elite. Am I successful in spotting the elite? Likely. No. So the elite's hiding somewhere. What about the grunts? Do I see the grunts? Likely. Both of them? Likely. Yeah, the elite's hiding somewhere. I asked her, do you see the elite anywhere? Did you see where the elite went? I say, I gotta be cool. I gotta be cool. Where's the elite? I gotta use my Spartan voice. Where's the elite? Where's the elite? Did she see the elite? Did she see where the elite went? Can she see it? Can she see it from where she is? Unlikely. 50-50. No. Does she know where it went before it disappeared? Unlikely. No. Damn. Do I have radar installed in my armor? Somewhat likely. No. All right. So I pull out a plasma rifle in my left hand. I put my assault rifle on my back, plasma rifle in my left hand, pistol in my right hand, and I start moving along the cover. And I peek around the corner, try to get another angle. At this angle, do I see the elite? Unlikely. Exceptional, yes. Is that because he's right in front of me? Very likely. Yes. Is he actually sneak attacking me? Near sure thing. Yes. So it's going to be his sneak attack versus my intuition. Intuition is your ability to sense things, right? Was he able to successfully sneak up on me with the sword? Or on us, the sword? Yes. Freaking elite comes around the corner. I'm sneaking around like, yo, did you see him? She's like, nah, I didn't see him. So I'm going around the corner. This Joker sneaks up on me with the elite sword and lunges and strikes at me with his elite sword. Successfully too. Was my partner able to give me any heads up? That might be able to give me a bonus. Was my partner able to give me a heads up? Did my partner see the elite sneaking up? I'm going to say very unlikely, but there's a small chance. Yo, what is this soldier's name? Drop her name in the comment section. She just saved my life. I'm giving myself a +1 bonus to my reflex because she shouted out something to give me a heads up. Is the elite able to strike me with his sword off guard? Yo! She shouts out without even looking. I move out the way. I grab his arm and I flip him over. I flip him over like this. Am I able to successfully do that? I try to flip him over, but I fail. Miserably. What does he do? Inside, riches. I interpret that as the elite maneuvers the inside lockings of our arms, because there is some sort of martial arts ability. He is very well versed. He is a wealth of knowledge in the martial arts and in hand-to-hand combat. That's what I'm interpreting from riches. This elite has a sword. He has a combat prowess. So he is actually able to successfully stop me from flipping him. He is probably somewhat resistant to that. He counters it with his own sort of maneuver that locks us up. It locks us up. I'm going to try to swing him into a wall. Is he going to try to continue to fight me? Is the question. Is he going to try to continue to struggle with me? I don't know. I'll leave it up to fate. 50-50. Yes, he is. So I'm going to try to throw him into a wall. He's going to try to also probably try to throw me into a wall. It's going to be my awesome strength, I'm going to say, versus his above average strength. I'm going to give him a +1 for the martial arts, because I know he's good with martial arts. Or he has some lick of combat ability. Am I able to overpower him? Exceptional, yes. And I'm going to throw him into a wall as hard as I can to rattle him up. Am I successful at throwing him into a wall to rattle him up? I'm going to give myself a +2 because I just got exceptional versus his above average +1. Am I successful in throwing him into a wall to rattle him up? Yes. So I like we're struggling back and forth, and I'm stronger than him. I throw him into a wall to rattle him up. I then want to I hold him in place and I tell her to fire if she hasn't already. Is she already firing at the elite? I'm gonna say very likely. Yes. So I slam him into a wall and she begins firing at the elite. Does she successfully pop shots into his head and kill him? Yes. Does it hurt? High damage versus above average toughness. Actually versus his shields. Well, I actually just popped his shield when I slammed him into the wall. So yeah, versus above average. So she shoots him in the head, but it hits his armor. Doesn't hurt him yet. Damn. Meanwhile, the grunts are probably coming up from behind us, right? Very likely. Are they antagonizing her or me? Me? Likely. Yes. What are they doing? Heal, love. They are trying to come to the aid of their banged up elite master. Are they firing their plasma pistols at me? That is probably a sure yes. Very likely. Exceptional, yes. So they're doing so with much intensity, meaning that my shields are probably were they able to break my shields? With them combined, I'm gonna say that this is probably an effort of high. Somewhat likely. No, so it's not high, so I'll say it's above average between them both. I'll give them a +1 since plasma pistols are good against shields. Above average +1 versus my shield's exceptional capacity. Are they able to take out my shields while my back is turned? I'll give them another +1 since my back is turned. No. So they're firing at me, but you know, my shields are pretty much taking the brunt of it. Does my partner end up? Does she go after them? Likely. No. Is she continuing to fire shots at the elite? Very likely. Yes. Is the elite able to stay in place a little bit longer while she can continue to bust some shots? Let me give him a chance, because he's a martial artist. You never know. going to be about his above average +1 versus my awesome toughness, my awesome strength. Is he able to get himself out of my hold? I'll give myself a -1 since I'm being shot in the back, but my shield's taking it, but it's a distraction nonetheless. Is he able to get his way out of my hold? No, I'm holding him in place. Is she able to hit him with another bullet? Yes. Does it hurt? She's hitting him in the head, right? So I'm gonna give her a +2 versus his above average toughness. Does it hurt? No. She's hitting his armor. Does he have some kind of like special helmet on? Near sure thing. No. I'm going to punch its throat as hard as I can with an awesome strength before his shields come back up. With an awesome strength, aiming for his throat. I'll give myself a +1 because I want to like crush his throat. Like it's really precise shot into his throat. Am I able to punch him directly in his throat? Yes. Giving myself a +2 because it's in his throat versus his toughness. Clear this out. Am I able to kill him with this crushing throat chop? Exceptional, yes. So she fires off 2 bullets, isn't able to. I just go. I then want to grab his body and throw it at the grunts. Am I successfully able to throw his body at the grunts? Very likely. Yes. Is she able to finish off the grunts with her pistol? Somewhat likely. Exceptional, yeah. She cleans them up as they're getting up from under the body I threw at them. She takes them out with her pistol. She even kicks one and then shoots it. Pow, pow, pow. And we keep it moving. Finally, we see stairs, and we quickly take them and kill more Covenant along the floor. We take the next open boarding door and continue down the hallway as we kill more Covenant. And the only reason I'm confident that we are able to do this, and I'm not going to roll any combat, is because we are on an upward trend of whipping ass. Just to make sure and solidify our performance, are we able to continue along the way without having any difficult skirmishes with any elite and grunts? I'm going to say very likely. No. So we encounter another hallway, and it looks like we encounter a dark hallway filled with forks in the path. And Cortana tells me to turn my light on, my flashlight. And I turn the flashlight on my helmet, and we have to now navigate through the dark, these dark corridors. We're in these dark corridors, we're getting a little lost, and Cortana is showing us how to get through. However, we hear grunts inside of these halls somewhere. It's really dark. I have a flashlight. Does my partner have a flashlight? Very likely. Yes. We have to get through these corridors. I'm going to say there's about 4 different intersections that we got to get through, and Cortana's directing us. We should get through here without any issues. The thing is, there's some grunts in here. I hear some grunts running around here, and there's a possibility that they will jump out at us and try to attack us. I'll even say if there's a possibility that one of these grunts has a plasma grenade and they're trying to kamikaze through here just to kind of raise the stakes. So a really bad roll means that there's a possibility we're encountering him. So we're running through, we're going through the first hodgepodge of dark intersections using our limited flashlights. Are we able to get through and navigate without any issues? Likely. No. A grunt. We encounter a grunt is it successfully able to leap out at us and catch us off guard. She's gonna have to help me here. So with her vigilance combined with my above average vigilance, I'll give us a +1 together since I'm leading. She probably wouldn't give me any more than a +1 because she's behind me. Within our intuition is above average +1. These little sneaky grunts, I'm going to say that they are probably jumping out with an above average versus our above average +1. Is this first grunt able to sneakily get the jump on us? No. So this little grunt jumps out. I grab it by its little head and I throw it to the ground and I step on it. Am I able to do that? Yes, and kill it. It's dead. Boom. Let's keep it moving. Is he dead? Yes. We continue down the dark paths. Are we able to get through without any more issues? Likely. No. Another grunt jumps out. But what's different about this one? What's this one doing a little bit different than the last one? Innocent. So we hear a grunt and we approach a grunt and he's acting like he isn't doing anything. He's like scared, right? He's looking like he's scared and we're approaching and I'm getting ready to fire a pistol anyway. But as soon as we get a little bit closer, he ignites a plasma pistol. Is that what happens? He ignites a plasma pistol? Very likely. Yes, and he ignites 2 plasma pistols and he starts running at us. Incredible -3. Am I able to hit the kamikaze grunt running towards me? No. Does she follow up with a pistol shot? Very likely. Exceptional, yes. Random event, remote event, open/allies. We hear open fire off in the distance. We hear our allies getting bodied and murked. This inspires her to not die here. And so she definitely fires her shots. And does she hit? Very likely. Exceptional, yes. Bow, bow. And that little muff, he blows up. She's a beast and she just possibly saved us again. We continue through the tunnel. Through the corridors, the dark corridors. Are we able to get out without any issues? Likely. Exceptional, yes. Random event, NPC action, activity/weapons. I take this as her saying that she's starting to run low on ammo, and that's fine. I tell her to keep that pistol. I hand her the plasma pistol. Just in case she runs out, because I had an extra plasma pistol. I hand that to her. No, she probably can't use the plasma pistol. I hand her my assault rifle. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Cortana leads us out to the end of the corridor where we need to go, and there's an elite whose back is faced towards the opening. Am I able to sneak up behind the elite and take him out? I'm going to send a powerful punch to the back, his lower back, to paralyze him. And then I'm going to grab him around his neck, bend him backwards and just snap his neck. So let me try to sneak up on him. I sneak up behind the elite. I'm coming out of a dark hallway though. So I'm going to say that deserves a +1 rank shift and a bonus. So above average +1 versus above average. Am I able to successfully sneak up behind this elite as we exit this dark hallway? Yes. And as I get close, I punch him in his back to paralyze and shatter his spine with an awesome strength versus his back. Does it work? Yes. Random event, NPC action, intolerance/tactics. My ally has an intolerance for what's happening to us today. And so she's on her A game and she's employing tactics that she learned in her training. And so as I'm taking him out, she immediately is going around a corner to look for any other enemies. Does she see any other enemies? Unlikely. No. I punch him in his back, bend him backwards, grab his neck and break his neck. First off, does that punch take out his shields? Awesome. Verse, I'll say his shields were exceptional. Does it take out his shields? Yes. Remote event, move / portals. You're starting to hear more and more moving and breaking and things breaking off and blowing up, and you're starting to actually hear, you know, vacuums of space destroy the ship because parts of the ship are starting to fall off. We got to get out of here. I break his shields. I break his neck. Am I successful at breaking his neck? Break his neck. And then toss him to the side, and we continue on. Me and her are running. We are approaching the airlocks that we need to get off of this ship. I'm hoping that there's one for her and one for me. Worst case scenario, she'll come into mine, but that's not safe. I'm a pretty big dude. You know, we don't want to be getting rattled up inside of a can together. Hopefully there's another one. I'm really hoping that there is another because she's, you know, she seems like a really cool ally to have throughout this chaos. We're running. Are we able to get to the 3 airlocks without any final issues? (50-50) Exceptional, yes. Okay, we get to the airlocks. Is there an airlock for her? 50-50. Yes. She runs into the other airlock. I go into my airlock. And we hit our buttons.